Regional ministers gathered to discuss counter-terrorism have expressed grave concern over what they say is a rapidly growing security threat. The Philippines has already seen a brutal conflict by Islamic State-inspired militants in Marawi. Australia's Attorney-General George Brandis says fighters returning from the Middle East could create similar threats elsewhere in the region. Southeast Asia correspondent Samantha Hawley reports in the Indonesian city of Manado.
This is a conference in a city chosen not for its beauty, but its proximity. Just 700 kilometres to the north, a sustained and bloody fight is focusing the minds of the region.
So I think Australians understand that we are threatened, just as our regional partners are threatened.
The battle to take back Marawi from Islamic State sympathisers has now entered its third month. In Manado, ministers from 6 regional nations have expressed grave concern at the rapidly growing threat of radicalism and violent extremism.
And that, in particular, presents a threat to Indonesia immediately and to the region more generally.
Proof of that threat, buried weapons dug up by the military on an island to Manado's north were almost certainly destined for terrorist hands.
Bisa dipastikan senjata itu akan digunakan.
I can assure you that the weapons would be used in Indonesia. The question is where, when and by which group. That's what we don't know yet.
In Jakarta, hardliners rally against the government's recent banning of the radical Islamic group Hizbut Tahrir Indonesia. It's still functioning in Australia.
We haven't made that decision as yet in relation to Hizbut Tahrir.
But the greatest concern now is the return of skilled foreign fighters from the Middle East and the Philippines. Among other things, the nations agreed to a forum to better track the movement of returning fighters. The final communique committed the nations to better intelligence sharing, greater collaboration at borders, and more coordination between law enforcement agencies. It looks good on paper, but it most certainly will be a lot harder to action. Samantha Hawley, ABC News, Manado.